Yeah.
Mr. Rogers, of all things.
Of all things in the world, good old Mr. Rogers.
Suddenly, my heroes don't seem so eccentric anymore.
I know. Who doesn't love Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers. So if I meet this guy, then we can talk Mr. Rogers, you think? Huh?
Jay?
Yeah.
Have you ever met Jay?
I don't think so.
Jay is very behind the scenes, I guess, when it comes to events and stuff. So, yeah. I'll get you
We'll talk Mr.
I'll
Rogers.
get you guys some chit-chatting time
Cool.
this week during this year of Boston Fashion Week.
I'll bring an XD Owl puppet with me.
Oh my god, I can't believe you named all that and you knew the song.
XDL. Ah, Jay.
That's a lot for
It's
a memory.
great meeting you.
I think I'm more impressed that you remembered it versus than like even just knowing it.
Angela Carnaccio, I presume. Correct as usual, King Friday.
Oh my god, King Friday. I completely forgot about that. That is so funny.
Oh yeah, he was. Actually,
Is this Pete still?
the best Mr. Rogers story I know. In the 60s, he was doing this game with the kids, and these were his fingers, and the counting. And I guess each finger had a meaning.
Mm-hmm.
So he would go like this, and then he would go like this, not realizing what he was doing. Go like that, and people freeze framed him going like this on camera with a big smile on his face.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't so serious back then, because nobody fucking understood that.
Now everyone makes a big laugh out of it. Mr. Rogers.
Seriously.
Hold on a second, let me
The
find it.
middle finger of Mr. Rogers.
Dutch Rebel right here. This video of it.
Super flat.
There it is.
Oh my god! That's awesome!
And he didn't know what he was doing with that.
Mr. Rogers giving the bird! Look at him, and he looks confused there. He's like, what am I doing?
Oh, see right there, see? It's like Stone Cold Steve Austin, double birds. He's like Stone Cold
Oh
Steve
my god, that's hilarious.
Austin. People are making fun of it. Bugs Boyer.
Mr. Rogers! Oh my god. Yeah, talk about being laid back then, huh, Mr. Rogers? Giving the bird, and didn't even care. So I'm a little confused about something. Let's talk about you, Facebook. I was scrolling through something yesterday and I saw someone had shared a video of people having sex.
Okay.
Is that okay? How is that not, like, inappropriate? How do they not get blocked or banned?
Did you watch it?
I was like, what is this? So I hit
Angela!
play. Well, come on, I was curious. I'm like, what the hell is this? This can't be real. I watched it because I said this cannot be real.
We're learning more and more
it
about
was
Angela.
real.
We're learning more and more about Angela. We now learn she's a voyeur. We have now learned she's a
real,
voyeur.
and I was just so shocked. I was like, how can this be, like, on? Like,
This is going on the air in 2 seconds. Here we go.
Shit.
Then we'll discuss Bill Joko during the next break.
Okay. Oh, man.
So we need that NBC The More You Know graphic right now on our live stream over there right now because I just found out something new about Angela Carnaccio. She is a closet voyeur.
I'm being public about it now.
Okay.
I'm super confused. It was just a question. I was like, let's chat.
It goes in, and then you got it. No.
Now who's being dirty?
Hey.
I saw literally someone had shared a video of other people having sex on Facebook yesterday, and I was like, this can't be real. So
Well, Facebook,
I watched it. Yes, I did.
Facebook hasn't the fuck to give because they're losing everybody, me included.
Seriously.
They don't
But
care
I
anymore.
just thought, like, is there not... A kid has probably seen that. Like, some little kid has seen that. I guarantee it. Because it was just through some random stream that I was
that's not
going
good.
through.
No, that's not good.
And I was like, this can't be real. Like, does that look like what it is? Because he's got her propped up. Like, he is on top of her. Like, the initial image you see before you hit play, you're like, is that what I think it is? Like, is this a joke? I was hoping that maybe it was like a funny joke video. No, they were definitely getting it in on the video. I was like, And he turns around and waves at one point. I'm like,
He turned around and he waved.
yeah.
My
Oh
God.
my God.
So they were purposely doing this by Facebook Live.
No. There was it was a video that had been shared.
Oh, it's a shared video.
It was a shared
not
video.
Facebook Live.
No, it was a shared video, and it was someone else behind him videoing.
It was a threesome.
I know it was. They were on a jet ski.
They were on a jet ski.
And I'm guessing the other person was on another jet ski or a boat that was filming it.
Okay, so in one show so far, you guys, this show's all over the place. We've discussed Aretha Franklin, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, God rest his soul. We discussed Mr. Rogers,
Mr. Rogers,
Boston Fashion Week, and people having sex on a jet ski.
I don't know. Yeah.
Up next, we'll discuss the art of Yahtzee. I guess I don't know.
Good morning.
But we'll have more with Angela in a minute. Here's Whiskey Caravan. I can't get over that.
I know. I was like, I really did watch it because I was like, this can't be real. This can't be what it looks like.
Here's Whiskey Caravan on Sterlingtology Live. La Guerrera contra el resto.
I was shocked. Little rock and roll.
She's a voyeur.
I'm not a voyeur.
You watch people have sex on a jet ski.
It was like a train wreck. You had to just see the details. You had to know the details.
Oh, don't use a train wreck argument to save yourself. Come on.
I needed to know the details.
It's like a car wreck. It's like, come on. Okay. I'll be honest right now. Okay, I'm going to be completely keep it at 100 here. I find porn boring. Boring.
Why?
It's bad acting, and people are simulating sex, and it does nothing for me.
No?
It does nothing for me.
I mean, I'm not a big advocate of watching a ton of porn, I must say.
I'm not big on that stuff.
But
it does nothing for me.
They're usually not all that attractive.
And the titles make it feel like dirt for renting them.
Like, wait a minute, I feel dirty.
Like, you go into that, I mean, they don't have video stores anymore, but you go into that section of the, I don't know, the fucking, does Netflix have an adult section?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, okay, you don't have that shame anymore of walking to a video store and into the back to look at, Biker Chicks and Chaps Volume 10 or something like that. I just made that up, but like,
walking out of the back room with the video in your hand, you're like,
or Max Hardcore's Midget Porn Volume 35,
God.
something like that. But I get nothing out of watching porn, nothing.
No.
So watching people on a jet ski, I don't know how you.
I don't know. I was like, this can't be real. Like, are they really having sex on this jet ski right now on Facebook? Like, this video was shared. This can't be real. Like, that. I mean, the thing had to have gone viral at this point. I would imagine, anyways.
Favorite Mr. Rogers episode? Which one is it?
I don't know. Pete, are you asking these questions? Is Pete asking this?
I'm discussing Mr. Rogers still.
Pete, I don't know. Mr. Rogers. I didn't like Mr. Rogers.
My glasses right now. Angela, look at my glasses on Facebook Live
I dig the
stream.
green, yeah.
It looks like Emerald Lounge in my glasses.
Oh my God, it does.
That's fucked.
Live from Emerald Lounge.
Fucked. Looks like Emerald Lounge in my glasses right now.
It really does, actually. It's kind of chill.
What the fuck? My shades look like Emerald Lounge right now. You swear to God that's where I was right now.
Even in this one.
Yeah.
Emerald Lounge.
I dig Emerald Lounge.
Yeah. I did a fashion show there. You were there with Chrissy. Were you there?
Oh, dear Lord. Yes, I was there. Yes,
Did something go wrong that show? Please tell me.
Not that show, but...
Oh, Chrissy as a whole? I don't know.
I didn't say it, you did.
I didn't say anything. I don't even know where she is these days. Yeah, we did that show there. I remember you were there.
What a glory hole. No, but, God damn.
How about them Red Sox?
Once you're off Facebook, you don't care anymore.
How about them Red Sox? I don't know, why should you care? She keeps deleting her page as far as I know.
Did she get caught like doing some illegal shit too, or something like that? Didn't some shit go down when she got implicated for stealing or some shit like that, or
There's
some
been a
fucking
lot
shit?
of, yeah, it just, there was a story somewhere along the way. I never caught the full details of it, but
You got caught filming midget porn? You got caught.
possibly that could be. We'll have to check the charges. That could have been it. Who knows? I'm digging this song though, a little rock.
Whiskey Caravan.
Pearl Jam's coming. I went and saw Foo Fighters at Fenway.
What was it?
Oh, it was awesome. They're like one of my bucket bands, and I just
Is
dug
that
it.
right? Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I love Foo Fighters. Like,
So you were a Nirvana fan too, then, weren't you?
yeah, a little bit. I mean, they were a little too hardcore for me, but I definitely dug Nirvana for sure.
Yeah, funny Nirvana story for you in a minute. Then the commercial break.
Okay.
This show is going to hell in a handbasket, but I like it. Okay? More with Angela Carnaccio and your boy in a moment. Come on, commercial. There we go.
Home of the solar system to the world.
Okay, anyway, so
BostonFreeRadio.com.
my first exposure to Nirvana, I was 14 years old,
Up next we have
and the band that got me loving music was Kiss.
Okay, yeah, I would
And-
believe that. Gene Simmons over here.
Early 90s, there was an unauthorized compilation of bands covering Kiss songs called Hard to Believe. All underground acts, the Melvins, people like that. Nirvana was one of them.
Oh.
They covered the Kiss song Do You Love Me. I had never heard of Nirvana before this. Okay? But it is fucking awful, this cover of Do You Love Me.
No,
It sounds
really?
like complete doo-doo.
Oh,
Okay?
wow.
So I'm going, okay, it's the worst band I heard in my life. And then a few months later, on MTV, there Smells Like Teen Spirit by a band called Nirvana. And I'm thinking, it's another band with the same name. And it's Nirvana, a different band called Nirvana.
Yeah.
And then I find out it's the same band. I'm like, that is not the same band.
Maybe they just had a shitty day.
No way that's the same band. That Kiss cover was awful. This is awesome. Teen
Yeah,
Spirit.
Teen Spirit was such a good song. God, Nirvana hit the scene
It
hard.
completely.
They just like blew
Well,
up.
Kurt Cobain was a big Kiss fan. Okay, actually, the whole band are Kiss fans.
Really?
And
I think anybody in rock and roll is a Kiss fan. I
in
mean,
music, but but I couldn't believe it was the same band. I was shocked.
Nothing important.
Oh, the Mermaid's watching.
Love movies.
Sharon Catherine.
That's why I host Words on Film, a talk show dedicated to moving pictures. On Words
After
on
12:30
Film,
do our photos.
Okie
After
dokie.
12:30, yeah.
Video on demand. I'm Dan Burke, your host and
Sounds like a plan.
And I
Sure.
hope you'll join me for
I'm just
Words
sitting
on
here
Film.
anticipating sitting in line at the DMV.
Well, I'll make it less painful for the next 48 minutes.
There we go. I just want to get it done.
I hear you.
Did you know that you can now find
Jet
Boston
skis,
Free
really?
Radio on
Yeah.
iTunes? We're in the
You like had her.
eclectic
Were they
legs
moving?
propped up. No.
That'd be something
They were
going down a
just like-
slope. That'd be
They
something.
no, they were just kind of like floating on by. I was like, we're definitely getting it in this video right now. Like, is this okay, Facebook? Like, are you allowed to be playing this?
They're not gonna.
No. They're gonna claim they didn't see it or something.
Or Zuckerberg just doesn't care anymore.
There's no corporate agenda. We're independent media for the people. Your music, your voice, your station.
All right, we are back here on Sterlingtology Live on BostonFreeRadio.com, wherever you're at in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It is 12:13 p.m. and big hello to our listeners in Hotlanta, GA. How are things out on Bad Street right now, you guys? Your AccuWeather.com forecast for Atlanta, GA right now looking like this. 84 degrees out there, a high of 90 today, partly sunny. It's going to be humid out there. Tonight, 67 is your low. Clear skies. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 90 for Wednesday. Times of clouds and sun, 91 for Thursday. Partly sunny and 90. Friday, 88. Mostly cloudy with a thunderstorm in the area. Big love to Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL.
Ever been out there?
No, I haven't.
Peachtree Street is lovely this time of year. Yeah. Big love to Bad Street, Atlanta, GA. Yes. Well, from Bad Street to Boston. What's going on with Biljoko Media and Scene&Style, Angela? Do tell.
What's going on? Well, with my Biljoko Media, I should be clear with it that it's just the umbrella that everything was always under. The Cornacchia Communications was too much, so that's why I changed the main name. But my main gig is still Scene&Style. So, I had an article that came out in Original Living magazine recently about the suit supply that opened up on Newbury Street, so that was a good time. It was a great show. Isabel Lopez always puts on a beautiful presentation.
Absolutely.
If only I had somewhere to go in one of her gowns, I would love it. She's just beautiful all the way around. Lauren Luongo, I could just stare at that girl all damn day.
Oh, yeah.
She just stands there and makes it look good.
And
every time.
And you were just in the Voyager recently, too, I saw.
I was. That was fun. Yeah. So they, they did a thing. They're doing it called Boston, or calling it Trailblazers of Boston, I believe is what it was called. And
yes.
They were just doing some stuff on people that are really just, doing their thing here in Boston. And, they asked me as well. They said, well, what is, what's the main focus with Biljoko Media? What's going on exactly? I'm like, well, until my feet tell me no, my main focus with everything is still playing ball. I am still kicking that soccer ball around.
You love your soccer.
I do. I can't do it forever, so it's something that's very important to me. I've played competitively all summer long in a Division I women's league with some college chicks, so it felt good to be at that level.
Definitely.
And, I guess I'll spill the beans a little bit, so I'm just not, up and disappearing. But, it could happen at any time. It could not happen at any time. The deadline is August. I have a scout who is distributing a video and my resume to teams out in Greece and Spain and other places to see, let's ride it out. Why not ride it out in Europe? And, Boston is always home, but...
So you could be in Europe soon.
I could. The deadline for the fall trade line is August 30th, and then there would be one again December 30th. So
very, very cool.
Thanks. It's just a lot to put together. But besides that, Scene&Style was on site this past weekend at Boston Caribbean Fashion Week. It was at the Ink Block Underground.
Nice.
Which was pretty cool. It worked out for the best. It was gross, rainy, cold.
It was.
But
what was up with that weather? For God's
way
sake?
it was structured, you could actually be covered. The entire runway was covered.
That's good.
The seating was covered because of the highway.
Right.
93 was covering it.
Right.
So it was pretty cool to be down there. Althea always puts on a great show.
Agreed.
She, and I got to give that girl props. You can't always control everything. And the beauty of being behind the scenes and also on the outside is some shit went wrong for her that she had no control over. I guess apparently the guy that was supposed to open the electrical box was supposed to be there at 2, showed about 5 minutes before the show was supposed to start.
Oh my God.
So she just shit that was not it was out of her control. And I'm very proud of her for pulling it together because nobody really knew. I'm not too fan of your staff, girlfriend, sorry. They kind of pissed me off, but I won't put that in print, I promise. I'll just call them out on Facebook Live. Sorry, girl, I don't really like your staff.
Well, you just put it out. You just put it out to the world that you're not fond of her staff.
No, because you know what? You shouldn't ever speak to somebody you don't know who you're talking to. This little thing that was dressed extremely inappropriately was talking to me as if she didn't know I was press. She was trying to get me out of the way. I was like, whoa, sweetheart. Take it down a notch. And she kept talking to me nasty. I was like, you can't act like that, first of all. And second of all, she was just like, you can't stand here. You can't be here. I was like, so I'm not going to go bother Althea about this. I'm just going to tell you to get the fuck out of my face for right now, and we'll deal with it later. She had to deal with it later when she saw me talking to Althea, grabbing my press credentials. But hey, it's all good. I get it. Some things, like I said, didn't go well for Althea, and that being her staff, I don't think was very strong.
Has she now been canned and shipped off to Guam or what?
Hopefully, because the girl was completely, her outfit was inappropriate. Sorry. You're in the fashion industry, honey.
What the hell was she wearing?
Overalls where I could see her back fat.
Oh,
Don't do that to me. Sorry, girl, you shouldn't have spoke to me the way you did. Sorry, girlfriend.
First of all, I don't like overalls.
They could have been cute, but completely inappropriate. Like, Althea looked gorgeous. She had on this beautiful jumpsuit. And you know what? I got to give the girl credit. She was behind stage, barely holding it together because shit was out of her control.
Okay.
And she got out there with her mic, and the powerful woman she is, and she didn't let a damn person know that anything was bothering her. She was
There you
cracking
go.
jokes.
Good.
She was smile from ear to ear.
Good.
So it was tough for me. And you know what? I'm going to call it out. I have all the respect for you in the world, Althea, but I don't dig your staff.
And there you go.
Sorry.
More on that in a moment, and so much more beyond that. Right now, though, tomorrow's guest has Fresh's Barbecue being held down, the second one of summer season. This is coming Saturday in Alston, Mass. in the USA. Angela, you should come out for this.
That could be fun.
You really should. And here's the man holding it down, Fresh from DE. He is here tomorrow once again on the show. And here is his track, They Just Wanna, on Sterling Live.